Hello, I'm still taking a virtual holiday in Sweden. And by virtual holiday, I mean I'm staying at home because of the COVID-19 virus, but I'm trying to do some Swedish things, including Swedish cooking. Now, being a non-meat eater on the whole, apart from fish, meatballs are not really going to be a thing that I can do. But I've got some ideas for some vegan meatballs online. What I've got here is brown rice and cauliflower. I cooked the brown rice kind of mostly, and then I added cauliflower chopped up roughly, and also a bit of Swiss chard. And it seems to have gone in some fairly solid chunks, which I think I could make into meatballs. And it doesn't taste bad. A bit of salt, it's pretty good. But I want a bit more texture and a bit more flavour. I've already added some mixed herbs to it. I got a bit ahead of myself and did this off camera. But I want to add some more texture. So what I've cooked here is some red lentils and quinoa, which should give it a bit more kind of a texture to it. So I'll put that in. I just cooked these in a microwave and kept adding water, but not enough. As you can see, it's stuck a bit. But I think that's cooked. I'm also going to add some oats, just normal porridge oats. Whoop, a bit much there. And I'm going to add some frozen sweet corn. Give that a bit more texture as well. And mushrooms are always a good thing for adding texture to things. I'm just going to put one in, but if you love mushrooms and you want it really mushroomy, add some more. That in. I've made far too much here for my meatballs, so this may keep me going for a while. I'm going to add a pickle as well. That's got a bit of kind of munchy texture to it. This isn't a hot pickle, but if you like hot pickles, then put those in by all means. I've got some stuffing mix here as well, so I'll add some of that. And my old favourite, sosmix. Put some of that in too, which will give it a kind of meaty-ish kind of taste. And I'm going to add some chipotles. These are going to be spicy meatballs. And now stir this all up. And I'm going to need some more water. So I'll add that and stir it up in a moment. I've added a bit of water to this, and I've just remembered I was going to put some onion as well. So let's add some finely chopped onion. That will make a kind of texture to it to give you something to chew on a bit. And carrots as well would also benefit this a bit. Now I need to mix all this thoroughly together, and I also need to taste it and see if it needs any more salt, because once they've actually been made into balls and cooked, then I won't really be able to season them any more than I have. Pepper as well, let's put some pepper in. And what I'm going to do now is take some flour, any old flour will do, this is plain flour, and scoop up small spoonfuls of this and make them into my balls, and use the flour to stop it sticking to me, and sort of slightly coat them with flour. I'm going to fry them in a pan. While I'm cooking my vegan meatballs, I'm going to create a rich sauce. This here is tomato puree. I keep mine in the freezer. I buy tins of the stuff, which go off quite fairly quickly. So I freeze them in an old plastic tub, then I just slice off a slice when I need it and it doesn't go off. And I'm going to add some garlic to that, and onions as well. Lots of onions going on here. Into that I'm going to put some gravy powder. You could use stock cubes instead. I'm going to make quite a lot of this. And I'm also going to add some red wine, which makes the sauce nice and rich. That should do. Oops. Then I'll add some water as well and microwave it. As usual, I'm not going to give you exact quantities of anything. Just try a little bit of water to start with, and the same with the wine, and add more to taste as it boils in the microwave, so keep an eye on what's going on in there. Here's my sauce. It's just been in the microwave for a few minutes, but it's thickened up nicely. Added a little bit more water because it was getting too thick. I was using a Bisto instant gravy. And to quote the Scottish poet William Burns in his poem about the haggis, this is definitely warm, rich and reeking. It smells great and it's thick and warm and just the kind of thing I'd want to have meatballs floating in, albeit vegan meatballs. Here's my serving suggestion. I've heated up my sauce again and I'm putting my fried meatballs into the sauce very gently because they're a bit fragile, but they are holding together reasonably well. And I'm going to serve with carrots and potatoes. Enjoy!